So I welcome you all to FitNCalm's Yogic Living webinar, and this one is a very special one. This is Nature's Cure, an intro into naturopathy, and I'm really glad for the person who has come on board, to take us. She has such a vast experience in the field of naturopathy. She's a postgraduate in naturopathy. She was also the former head at the Department of Naturopathy at Sri Ayurveda Hospital, Bangalore. And she's really passionate about bringing awareness in the society in regards to the overall dimension of healthy living. And she embeds the ancient Indian traditional teachings into all her practices. She's helped a lot of people successfully overcome a lot of chronic lifestyle disorders through customized diet regimens. I personally, got to meet her in one of such consultations after my knee surgery when I was having a tough time in my recovery. She helped me a lot. And she also practices a lot of non-intrusive techniques like Meru Chikitsa, Vermology, Marma. And I keep telling this to a lot of my friends that she's got, magic hands. So I'm really glad that Dr. Surya is here with us today, and she will take us through on how to have a healthy life and an intro into naturopathy. So Dr. Surya, over to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay. I'm really glad to be here, and excuse me if this is going to be, this is my first session like this, and I'm talking to a virtual screen, I know. It's not something that I'm really used to. So in case I do make mistakes or I'm not clear about something or we have hiccups in between, do excuse me. I have put together a small PPT that I'd like to share. I can do share screen, right?
Yes, you can share.
Okay, all right. Okay. So a little bit about what exactly is naturopathy. So before I go into this, everybody is aware of what is naturopathy? Is everybody aware, or is it something totally out of the blue? Yeah, I can see Revati showing her finger, her thumbs up. And Priyanka, yeah, okay, oh good.
You're having messages in the chat, no ma'am as well. Some
All
messages.
right. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, so just let's walk through this and then we'll take in some question in case I'm not very clear about how things are moving on. So for me, naturopathy is a way of life because I have experienced all the other pathis in my life, including allopathy, homeopathy, naturopathy, and Ayurveda, different forms of medicine. Different members in my family have experienced it, and that was actually where the learning began, where I could actually look at how the family members, close friends and relatives responded to the treatments and medications that were being given. So, and my call, I could feel very clearly, was a pull towards naturopathy, natural forms of healing. So let's walk through it and then see how things go. So what exactly is naturopathy is being in harmony with nature. So when I'm in harmony with nature, I am I am one with nature. I walk and talk and be in harmony with nature. So that means waking up, sleeping, being close to nature, the seasons, the daily activities, the food, the enjoying the five elements, that is the space, air, water, sunshine, everything. All this is living close to nature. So body does get sick from time to time, which is what it is, which will happen, which is the law of nature, does happen. So what happens is when you are one with nature, your falling sick becomes reduced to a very great extent. So And how do the illness also is very short duration. You may not feel well today and tomorrow you're fine, or in the morning you're feeling different and by evening you're fine, if I am in harmony with nature. So harnessing the power of nature to help heal myself is a big way, and preventing illness. So if I feel something is coming on, I am sensitive to the changes that are happening within me and take the appropriate action so that it does not become any more, any, what shall I say, shouldn't get any worse than what it is. Okay, so being sensitive, correcting it at the right moment. And for people who have not been that way and illnesses have already seeped into their system and they can feel the effect it has, the treatment of those illnesses are also using the Panchamahabhutas. Okay, this is what actually it is. All right. So now let's go a little deeper into the meaning. It's a drug. Suppose illness has already come in. Now what do? You heal the person without medication. Mostly, if it is without medication, means you're taking care of the five elements, which is the food, the air, the mind body connection, eating and sleeping on time, and treatments that are non invasive. Suppose, let's give you an example. Suppose you are low in vitamin D. What is the thing that you would do? And most of us are low in vitamin D. What is the thing that you would do? You would go and buy one of those packets, sachets, or a capsule and consume and say my vitamin D is fine. But you don't realize what that one tablet will do is only one function. But if I am going to take vitamin D in a natural form, which is from the sun, it's going to do a lot more functions in my body. It's going to take care of my mood elevation. It's going to take care of the prana in my body. It's going to take care of my reproductive system, my bones, a lot of other functions. So it's a non-invasive healing, and vitamin D from the sun is anyway free. Okay, so this is one of the ancient Indian civilization's gift to the world, which is simple, without any adverse or effects, and it's based on natural resources. And of course, preventive therapy. So you wake up before it becomes chronic. Okay. So according to my practice, what I have seen is most of the diseases, there is a connection between the mind and the gut. That's why I say gut instinct, right? So if the gut is not addressed, body will fall sick. And 90% of the diseases that I have seen originate from the gut. So diseases come if the elimination process is not right. We have 9 dwaras: eyes, ears, nose, skin, and of course the major dwaras that we use, Mala and Gudha Dwara. Okay. Now, what happens is if any of these are affected or clogged, suppose there is constipation, things will not move. Suppose there's cold and cough, lungs is clogged, sinuses are clogged, that is also a problem. Suppose you break out into rashes or there are some pimples and things like that. Again, the skin is clogged. So any of these channels, when they are clogged, understand that the toxins remain in the body. And when the toxins remain in the body, it's just like us. We love to make friends. Suppose I'm waiting in a queue to go see a movie and the queue is huge, or I'm at a checkout counter, which is not happening now anyway. I'm saying is if I'm standing in a checkout counter or in a movie waiting as for the line to move, I'm not going to keep quiet. What am I going to do? I am going to make friends with one person in front, one person in the back, and just make friends. And this is where the toxemia happens in our body. The toxins are also not sitting idle. They start combining and inviting more friends. And then if the line becomes a little too long and prolonged over a few period of days, they start having babies, and then it becomes an improvised situation conducive for growth of unwanted things like yeast and bacteria and other things. And that's how toxins accumulate and form diseases in our body. Okay. You may be aware of it. Sometimes there's ache, sometimes there's pain, sometimes you're feeling nauseous, sometimes there is a headache, maybe one or two pimples are coming, or some areas you feel, suddenly you feel, I'm feeling hot, but I don't have fever. Understand that these are all indicators. So some other indicators are anger, aggression, depression. Other emotions are also equally there. And stress is a big contributor to this, and it's like a catalyst. Stress is there, other things will act up. So whether your inability to fall off to sleep, or hunger is too much or too less, you don't feel hungry, and these are some symptoms that the body does give. Now, if we don't attend to these simple symptoms that are showing up in the body, it starts growing into some other major issues, which are like formation of blood clots, which lead to heart disease, and then cholesterol's bad cholesterol increase, and you might have a blood pressure. There could be presence of gallbladder stones or kidney stones. Then goes furthermore chronic into diabetes and kidney issues, prostate problems, psoriasis, etc., etc. So attend to your body when it is showing its symptoms rather than pushing it and suppressing it and moving towards a state where it becomes a crisis. Okay, so this is why I wanted to say that we need to listen and be sensitive to what the body has to tell us. Listening to the body is important. So now, how do I take care of this? All forms of diseases, we believe, according to naturopathy, are due to the same cause, which is the system getting clogged, resulting in an auto-intoxication or a formation of toxemia. And acute cases are an attempt for the body to actually cry out for help and say, I need attention now, take care of me now. Okay. And if further it is suppressed with medications and only the symptoms are treated, suppose I have dandruff or psoriasis, I apply cream and lotions and stuff like that. It's only suppressing the symptoms. It is not addressing the root cause as to why I got psoriasis in the first place. Why do I have dandruff in the first place? Why am I having dry skin? Do I have a recurring cough? Although it's not bothering me as much, but it is nagging me at the back, constantly coughing once or twice, or a runny nose every time I get up, keep sneezing forever when I get up in the morning for maybe 10 minutes. So these are some things that the body is indicating that I need to take care of. So if these are further suppressed, then it leads to chronic diseases. Okay, so body contains within itself the power to heal. Given the right conditions, it will move in the direction of perfect health. Remember, the body is a divine gift. It has come from nature. It has come from God. And God does not make mistakes. Man makes mistakes. So, if I just support my body by listening to it and detoxifying it and taking care of it, the body will take care of repair and rejuvenate and take care of it completely on its own. I don't need to facilitate any other thing. It is very intelligent and it can take care of that. The healing power of nature is used, like I said, give you an example of vitamin D. Either you can sit in the sun and take care of your vitamin D. And in some cases, like psoriasis or some eczema or other things, we use natural treatments. I might give them, depending on their prakriti, might give them a special oil which is medicated. We apply that, give them a treatment, say wrap them up in banana leaves and send them up to the terrace where they are taking care of a sun bath. And then you will find that by the end of the day, the vitamin D has shot up. So there are treatments which are non-invasive like this. So I don't have to go and give myself an injection and say I need this. Okay. So the measures employed in the treatment of diseases via naturopathy, the rule is it should not cause any harm. Okay. All right. So, what is naturopathic medicine? It is a distinct primary healthcare system blending the modern and scientific knowledge with traditional and natural forms of medicine. It stimulates your own body's power of healing and treats the underlying cause of the disease. That is the root cause. And the treatment of the patient is very patient specific. So you understand, like homeopathy, you take a detailed information of the patient, so you find out what their psychological stand is, what is their present nutritional status. Are they well nourished, undernourished, malnourished, whatever it is? You take that also. And the socio-economic situation. Are they depressed? Do they have family members to support them? Is it something that runs in the family or something like that? Do they need mental help? Okay, that kind of a thing. Are they spiritual, or do they believe in a higher power or not? And then you take care of all these things and then you treat the person. And that way you are able to treat the person holistically instead of symptomatically. So many of these diseases that may come have an origin somewhere else. Suppose the body is breaking out into psoriasis very frequently. The trigger could not, it could be in the body, which can be taken care of. But if the trigger is stress, which is in the mind, what do I need to do? I need to address the stress first, because every time the stress triggers, it shows up as psoriasis in the body. So for a treatment, for a naturopathic treatment to be effective, complete understanding of the client is essential. So if you go to a naturopath, it takes time. The naturopath takes almost an hour to find out everything before treatment and diet and other methods are prescribed. So the modern more methods of treatment, what exactly this sloka is taken from the Charaka Samhita, which naturopathy and Ayurveda are considered as sisters. It says, the translation says, when the appropriate diet is given to a sick individual, what is the need for medicine? And when the diet is inappropriate, how many medicines you may take, it will not work. So this is such a strong word that Charaka has already mentioned. So the importance of diet in in an individual is very, very essential, very strongly stated here. So besides the physical nourishment through the body's diet, the person's psychological sphere should also be addressed. Emotions, mental and physical, psychic state make such a big difference. A person can be extremely motivated, maybe suffering from cancer, but has the enthusiasm and a zeal to live and to thrive. Then you understand, even a stage 4 or a 5 cancer cannot stop this person. He will recover and come out of it. But if I don't have cancer, but I believe that I have cancer, and my prana is very low, I'm just given up on life, I don't have any intentions to say, oh, let the world do what it wants. I tell you, such a person, no matter what happens, cannot come out of the disease because he's just not motivated. So the mental makeup of a person is extremely essential. And for all of us to keep that at a high level, which is what we call the prana, or the subtle level 4 energy in our body, it needs to be at a high level. And what is a good way to keep it up? A proper diet, meditation, and other techniques like pranayama and yoga keep all our prana levels high. Surrounding ourselves with positive people who think and motivate you. You know, these are some things that you need to safeguard and protect yourself with, so that you never fall sick. So we have this pranayama and yoga is an integral part of naturopathy. It focuses on the whole person, the whole, so fitness all around. So certain diseases we can cure only with yoga and fitness. We don't need to give them any treatments at all. Yoga, fitness, and diet makes a complete package by itself. Okay, and of course, added to that, meditation and pranayama makes it holistic, complete. So some of the things that you can actually do with pranayama and yoga is all-round fitness, of course. There is weight loss, stress relief, inner peace, a very nice, settling, calm feeling that carries you through the day. And there is improved immunity. I can't stress on this because we are all experiencing this during this COVID times. There is immunity especially when you are very calm. The stress hormones do not have a time to even peak up. So your sleep is better, your digestion is better, you're well rested, you're able to think, you're more creative, you're more productive in your day-to-day activity. And there's generally a better awareness of what's happening around you. Your relationships are better, there's increased energy. So all these are some of the benefits of incorporating yoga and pranayama into your system. Now, then, if a person comes in who is sick and really needs some treatment, besides yoga, pranayama, diet, we also take care of manipulating physically. So it could be physiological manipulations, like either it is made varmology, or chiropractic, or varmology, or some other things where we do these massages and simple treatments with the 5 things, whether it's hydrotherapy. We'll come through that. So there are some sets of exercises with which we help clients come out of their problems. Okay. Now, most important, like I said, is the food that goes into your system. I have a choice to fill my plate the way I want. I can fill it up like it's shown on the left side with a little bit of colorful salad and a whole bunch of pills. That takes care of all my supplements, vitamins, minerals, besides controlling my blood pressure, sugar levels, gallstones, etc., etc. Or I can correct the same with food, real actual food in different proportions according to my body type. What is it that I want to do is in my hand. Okay. So nutritional control, dietetics, which is an external application, mineral salts, vitamins and herbs. All these make a good combination to keep me hale and hearty. Okay. So there are therapies, like I said, drug-free therapies that we use. First one, of course, is the diet. Second is, if there are some toxins that need to come, we use something known as fasting to burn the toxins in your body and to accelerate its elimination from your system. Now, if there are some other conditions which need a little bit of cajoling, we do use acupressure, acupuncture, hydrotherapy, electrotherapy, Veru Chikitsa, some chiropractic therapy, osteopathy. Um, these are all some manipulations that we use. Okay. Then there is also, of course, massages and enemas, different types of herbs, steams, sunbathing, mud therapy, a lot of other therapies that we use. All these are non-invasive and very comfortably taken care of. And the patients also enjoy doing these therapies because it's very relaxing. Okay. So fasting doesn't mean eating fast food. It means eating healthy. Okay. Some of the therapies, like I said, is crucial to naturopathy is using the 5 elements, whether it is water, earth, okay, whether it is space, meditational practices, pranayama, yoga, diet, all these are an integral part of naturopathic treatment and cure. So what exactly does naturopathy do? It actually finds out the cause of the disease. Now, if you look at diabetes, why do I have diabetes? What should I be doing to understand my body? Is it that my body is not producing insulin? Or are there too many fat cells that are not able to release the energy that I want? Or is there a hormonal imbalance in my body? These are some things that we need to look into. So based on that, the treatment and the diet is given. Find out the cause of the effect that you are feeling and treating the person holistically. Now, I put you on a diet completely, but you don't have a kitchen, you don't have any support, and you are handicapped. How is that going to help you? So you treat the person holistically. You find out, okay, do you have help? How do we manage? What are the things you can do and what you can get done from outside so that you can come out? So that is counseling, finding out if there is a support system or how support system can be achieved or how much can be achieved by yourself, how much can be taken care of by the center, and in different combinations. And whatever treatments that you may be taking, which should do no harm. Okay, should do no harm. And what do we use? We use the healing power of nature, the sun, the earth, the water, the space, and the air element. This is what we use to treat. No chemicals, no nothing. Okay. How effective is it? It is very successful in curbing and arresting some lifestyle disorders and chronic cases, autoimmune disorders, etc. I have handled such cases quite successfully. Not only does it help in prevention and correction, it also treats the root cause. And many of the lifestyle disorders have been reversed. And of course, the treatments have no side effects. Your quality of life improves. And of course, because many of the things are from nature, like I said, air is free, sunshine is free, earth is free. So if you utilize all these things, it's cheaper on your pocket too. And you, most important, are in charge of your health. You begin to understand your body better, so you don't have to come to the doctor every time you something is happening. You immediately can make out, okay, I need to do this and I will get better. This is what a naturopath does, helps you understand your body better so that your health is in your hand and you're not running to the doctor every time. Okay? So their naturopathy has had success. I've given a small list over here where we have had success in correcting and preventing a lot of these disorders. Okay, this is a small list compared to things, but there are some limitations also. Now, if there is a heart attack or an emergency like an accident, please understand naturopathy cannot do anything at that point. You really need to go to the doctor in a hospital in an allopathic case, take care of your heart attack, but come back, change your lifestyle and your food habits and other things so that the heart attack never comes back. That is important. So it never becomes a acute or a crisis mode. You have to come back. Now there are certain cancers which are very fast spreading. In such cases, it is better to do a combination. We do support, we complement other treatments, and we say, okay, go the conventional way, take care of it, and then we'll also support the treatment phase. And when you come out of the treatment, how to change and how to take care of it on your own. You start understanding your body, how to take care of it. So it complements any form of medical treatment because it's non-invasive. Okay. All right. So it's a safe and healthy lifestyle practices. It encourages good eating habits and proper combinations of food. So important. So important, especially in this time because we've forgotten how to combine foods in the right way. We are so caught up with all those food channels coming up with new tastes and new combinations and new products saying everything is healthy. Now remember, when you look at food, it is wholesome. The body doesn't say, I'm going to eat moringa because I'm low in iron, and I'm going to drink milk because I need calcium, and I'm going to eat this much of paneer because I'm going to the gym, or I'm going to eat this many grams of meat and stuffs because doctor said that, no, the gym guy said that I need extra protein because I'm working out, or I'm an athlete, I need to do weights and stuff like that. So please understand that the body does not look at food in that way. It just does not. It looks at food in a holistical way. So it's not going to look up and say, okay, I'm going to take only calcium from milk, but I will not take the sugars, I'll not take the lactose, I'll not take the milk, I'll not take the vitamins. It doesn't look at it that way. So that is it. Proper combination of food, very essential. Identification of symptoms. This is you understanding your body. So one day I may feel bloated and then say, why suddenly I'm feeling different? What did I do? So you understand, these are signals that the body gives. You become sensitive towards your body. So treatment, care of simple disorders, basic hygiene and sanitary practices. There are many such, what can I say? During this COVID times, I have put in small nuggets of these basic hygiene and sanitary practice. Yesterday, we had a session on menstrual hygiene. Like that, there are some practices that we can do on our own to prevent major other health issues. Okay, so you can look them up later on, or we'll address it later on. Then
You can
whatever the,
share with me. We have a group and I can share it with them as well.
all right, okay. So subtle changes the body undergoes to achieve and maintain homeostasis. What is homeostasis? Homeostasis is that what the body is doing every second, every nanosecond of the time. If you're in a room where there is AC, understand that you're feeling comfortable, but the body is finding it in a crisis mode. Why? Because externally it is cold, internally it is hot, and there is something known as a body temperature regulation. This constantly happens. So it says, oh, the temperature has gone up by 0.1. I need to bring it down or up. So this is something that's constantly happening. This is homeostasis. So whether it is release of sugar after you had a sweet, or whether there is lack of energy because you are in a fast, all this maintaining of chemical balance inside your body is homeostasis. Okay. Some well-known personalities who used naturopathy and are still using, the names are given on the screen, and they are the ones who actually made it very popular in our country. And for some reason now, people don't know what naturopathy is. So this is where we have come this far. Okay. Now we need to realize that we have is only one body. Just like we change our clothes every day, we can't change our body every day. If it's not feeling, oh, my arm is aching, let me put it aside and pick up a new arm, it doesn't work. This is the only one body you have. Respect it because it's a divine gift. Now, every part of your body is considered a part of the divine. Every part needs to be respected and taken care of. Oh, I have gallstones, let's go take it off. Oh, I have fibroids, let's cut it off. I have tonsils and it bothers all the time, take it off. Appendix surgery, take it off. It is not like that. Every organ, even if it is as small as an appendix, has its function and it is important. So protect it, take care of it. Don't just go and say, okay, this is useless. Nothing is useless. Everything is of great importance. You can say, or I can say, we can say that we don't know its importance. But every aspect, every part of the body has its job and contributes to the overall health of the person. Okay, thank you so much. And if you would like to reach me, my email is at the bottom. If there are any questions, I can take.
We'll have a short, quick 7-10 minutes meditation. And
Yeah, great.
Pick up like the questions that everyone has. You can leave them in the comments and I'll ask you. So we'll just meditate for a few minutes. So let's sit tall. Let's close our eyes. You can let the spine be totally straight. Before that, let's shake our hands a little bit. We've been sitting for such a long time, 30 minutes. Just shake a little. You can just take them to the right, to the left, to the right, left, up, down. Just rotate them opposite direction. And now we'll just shake them a little faster. Last 5 seconds, as fast as you can. Shake, shake, shake. 5, 4, 3, 2, And one. Relax, close your eyes, and just feel the sensations in the body. Just feel the sensations in the fingers, in the arm. Take a breath in, hold the breath, and through the mouth exhale. Once again, take a deep breath in. Through the mouth exhale. Become aware of your surroundings, listening to any sounds that are around you. Breathe in and exhale. Accepting all the sounds that are there in the surrounding. One more breath in. And let go. Gently becoming aware of our body. Just notice if your spine is straight or not. Noticing if the shoulders are relaxed. Seeing if there is a smile on the face. As we smile, all the muscles in our face relax, even if it is a fake smile. Let's give a big smile and a joyful breath in. And exhale. Let's scan our body from the feet up to the top of the head, noticing if there is any discomfort or any pain in any part of the body. Starting scanning the body from the toes, moving up to the calves, knees, thighs, hips, the genitals, abdomen, chest, noticing if there's any tension, any stiffness anywhere, shoulders, arms, entire back, neck, face, top of the head, back of the head. If you find any stiffness or any tension in any part of the body, gently take your awareness there. Breathe in. And as you exhale, feel all that tension go out with the breath. One more breath in. And exhale completely. Once again, become aware of the lower part of the body, underneath the navel. And we'll chant the sound Ah as we keep our attention on the lower part of the body. Let's take a breath in. Ah. Breathe in and let go. Become aware of the middle part of the body, the chest, back, And we will make the sound ooh, feeling the vibrations in the middle region of the body. Let's take a breath in. Ooh. One more breath in. And exhale, relaxing the middle region of the body totally. Become aware of the face, the head. We will chant the sound. Let's breathe in. Feeling the vibrations in the head region. One more breath in. And let go. Now we'll be combining the three sounds, relaxing the whole body as we chant Om once. Taking our attention from the feet, moving it up to the top of the head as we move. Take a breath in. Om. Relax the body totally, letting the mind expand. Take a breath in and let go completely. मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चेतानीनाहम् न च श्रोत्रजीवे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं स्वरूपोऽहम्. Letting go of all efforts, relax totally. Peace and bliss are showering all over you right this moment. Take another breath in and exhale. One more joyful breath in and joyfully let go. Become aware of your breath. Become aware of the body and surroundings. Bringing in a little movement in the fingers, gently moving the fingers. Slowly bring the palms together, rub them lightly, placing the palms on the eyes. And slowly looking down at the palms, feeling grateful for this day, for all the knowledge we have received. You may open your eyes. How is everyone feeling? Good? Awesome. We learned so many beautiful things. You know, naturopathy has yoga and pranayama inculcated in it on its own.
In fact, the course itself says BNYS, Bachelors of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. Patanjali Yoga Sutra is a part of our syllabus.
So very holistic. So if you have any questions, you can send your questions in the chat to us. You can send it and I'll ask Dr. Surya. You can write it in the chat box. We had one question from someone, and they wanted to know. They personally have experienced a lot of changes in their life after following a naturopathy diet. She's from an engineering background, but she wanted to take up naturopathy as a career. So she specifically requested that I ask you if you can guide on how she can help people do that. She had a lot of issues earlier, and following a naturopathy lifestyle was what cured her disease to 80 to 90%, which was not possible with allopathy. So if you
Right.
could guide on for an engineering point of view, someone who cannot do BNYS, what are the things they can do going further?
See, educating yourself is a wonderful thing. That means you're open to learning so many new things. Yes. Okay. So if you are looking at understanding your body better and your immediate family, it's a great thing. But if you want to set it up as a profession, please understand that you may have to go through a medical school for that. But if you want to understand yourself, there are quite a few courses that are happening around. Some certificate courses are around. So go ahead and look. Google is a good option. You can click around for certain courses where they do teach you the basics of naturopathy. Treatments will probably be only a very generic guideline because you need to understand the disease process and how the body works to go and treat somebody. But some simple ones are great. So if you understand first nutrition, if you go to IGNU, they have good options for understanding diet and nutrition. So you could do some certificate courses or some courses there to get a basic foundation of what exactly is diet, what are carbs, what are proteins, what are vitamins, what are minerals, their functions, and how it works on your body. A little bit of physiology, everything is addressed. And then when you do the naturopathic training, then it is like a complementing. So you're understanding it from the Western point and you're understanding it from the natural point. And then work towards a combination. So I have a couple of people who are working, I won't say working, who are with me, who are interning with me, and they have picked up quite a bit from this. So if you have a good naturopath in your area who you would like to work with, once you have this knowledge, go and sit with them and find out how they are working and treating with patients, how they are. So there's more knowledge that you can pick up. There's more experience from which why certain things will not work, why certain things work. which are giving you a better understanding of such things. So those who want to go, see, if you're still young, I still suggest go and do the BNYS. It's not too late. If you've had one degree, there's nothing stopping you from putting another degree under your belt. Go and do it. Is online treatment possible given the current constraints on movement? See, it depends on the condition. Like I said, okay, let me just give you a recent example. I had somebody call me from a hospital very close to home, down with kidney issues, very severe kidney infection and issues, already a previous history of diabetes and other things. Very successfully, we helped the person come out of his insulin and kidney issues and control his diabetes. So he is not on any medication at the moment. Not on any medication. And the doctors could not figure out how he was able to drop his insulin, which he had to take two times in a day. He was just out of all those medications. They couldn't figure out. But once he's out, now he's going through a little bit of pain, some old injury that has come up and it is hurting. It's almost like 22 years ago he got hurt, fell down from a bike, and that injury is coming up. I'm not able to treat him physically. So whatever I can do with my limited amount of treatment that he can do at home, I've told him to do that. And that is helping him temporarily. But he will really benefit from a Meru Chikitsa and Varmam treatment. But I'm not able to give that to him. So I hope that answers your question. So
I
if it is something that you can do on your own, I will teach you about it. If there's something that I cannot, then we'll just have to wait till conditions get better.
I think, even if someone wants to go for like a consultation, as far as I think this is concerned, at least the diet part, I think Dr. Surya will be able to really help out even online if you can consult her, because we have been doing that online. So if you're interested, you can, leave a message, even if you're in our WhatsApp group. So you can message me personally, and, I'll help you contact her for that. And as per the other treatments that she mentioned, so that would have to happen after once COVID is over. There's another question, Didi. How
Yeah.
to overcome dandruff naturally?
Okay. Please understand what is dandruff. Dandruff is dry skin. Why do I get dry skin? I don't need to go in and pick up a shampoo that works specially for a dandruff and make the skin even more drier. Overuse of chemicals, number one. Second is a faulty diet which does not hydrate you enough, is also a reason for dandruff. Okay, third one is extreme temperatures. I may be outside, I'm talking about normal conditions. If I'm outside and enjoying the sports and nature and I come inside to an AC room, or all day I'm working in an AC room and then I have to go home after work, extreme conditions that happen also dehydrate my body very badly. So I need to look into all these aspects. If there are no other underlying conditions like a liver disorder or something like that, that's fine. So dandruff mainly is because of this reason. So how do I take care of it? Naturally, hydrate myself properly, number one. And when I use chemicals, I do not use chemicals on my body. There are so many natural products with which I can use to wash my hair. Now, why do I need to wash my hair so frequently? That also is a question. Just because it's 2 days or 3 days, do I need to wash my hair? No, you don't need to use a hard cleanser. Wet your hair every day if you want. Cool down your head, wet your hair, that is fine. Oil your hair well and keep it on for a maximum of 1 hour. That's it. And then rinse it off. That way, all the cells are hydrated. That also you can do. Use very mild natural cleansers for your hair and it should take care of itself. And of course, change your diet. Offline consultation. Okay, we'll address that later.
Someone has asked how to get rid of marks also caused by acne. Is it possible?
Yeah, there is one that I attended to some years ago, and this girl wanted to get married. See, I come from a place around the coast where conch shell and conch shell products are made. So they throw the product, the conch shell is made into bangles and jewelry and a lot of other things. So when you grind and polish, the powdered conch shell is available. If you are able to pick up or collect that conch shell, use that in as a base with some coconut oil and use that on those marks, it will start coming down. Another thing that if you're not able to, you can also look at is baking soda and lemon. Okay, so you can make a paste of the two, let it settle and apply. That should also take care of your marks. Okay. Can paralysis be treated by naturopathy? I have successfully helped a few people come out of their paralysis. It also depends on how old the injury is and how well nourished or undernourished the client is, and of course his enthusiasm to start walking. If he all that, then yes. My grandmother suffers from right-sided paralysis. Okay, we can, but then treatment will be involved. I did use Varmam and Meru Chikitsa as an integral part of the treatment for paralysis, and it was good. Now the patient, that client is doing wonders. He is in Assam. He's doing wonders, and the other one is in Madurai, and she's also doing wonderful. Okay, how my joints have started hurting lately. What are some preventive measures? Again, I'm saying, Simi, you are talking about uh, curing an ailment. Please understand, why do you have joint pains? Do you know that? You need to look into, why do I have joint pains? Maybe my intake of tea and coffee is too much. Maybe I have too many responsibilities. I'm not taking care of myself properly. I'm neglecting myself. So there could be multiple reasons for why you are having joint pains. And it also could be that you are not um, giving yourself enough sun exposure. So unless we understand where you are coming from, these are some hints that I've given. Maybe you can question yourself and check on which ones are the ones that you take and address them, and I'm sure your joint pain will go. Another very common reason for joint pain is standing up and drinking water. Very simple mistake, but people do it. How do we drink? We stand. No, that's not the way to drink. You need to sit, sip, mix with your saliva and drink. That also causes joint pain. Okay, I feel stiffness. Change your diet. You really need to change your diet. Maybe you're eating also calcium supplements. Look into it. I suffer from bloating a lot. What can I do? In your diet? Very important. And don't drink too much water. You might probably need hydrate in a different way, whether it is tender coconut water, alkaline water, fruit juices, stuff like that. And also start making a diary on what are the timings that you feel bloated, and how soon or how late after a meal. These will give you indicators on why it is bloating. Okay. What do I do for heartburn and acid reflux? Again, maybe you're eating too much of acidic foods. So look at the combination of food. One example I can tell you is, maybe you went to a beautiful wedding, and once you're on your way out, this is something that has struck me, is people taking dessert. There is ice cream with hot gulab jamun, cold ice cream, hot gulab jamun, or jalebi, whatever. And you enjoy, and you come home, and within an hour or so, heartburn arises. And then who do you blame? The cook who cooked it, the server who served without gloves, and the food may be this way and that way. I'm telling you, it's a combination of food. Hot and cold don't go together. Gulab jamun is a different type of fat, and ice cream is a different fat. Combining them, bad idea. Another example you want? Maybe you're not eating gulab jamun, and how many of us have had cucumber raita, bundi raita? That is also a terrible combination, let me tell you. Okay. So it's probably because of that. Maybe you are eating too late and not doing enough exercise. That could also cause heartburns and acid reflux. So look into that aspect. Do not lie down immediately after a meal. Do not drink water and dilute digestive juices. So some of these things you may want to look into that also.
I think that's it for the day. So thank you so much, Devi, for such an amazing session and for answering all the questions so beautifully.
Thank
Someone has
you.
asked, DYNS is the diploma for naturopathy. Is it good?
No, it's a diploma for yoga and naturopathy. When it is naturopathy and yoga, N comes before.
So the naturopathy has to come before. So now.
DNYS.
Should be
DYNS was offered at Shishya University, and we had quite a few internees from there who had come to the hospital and did their internship with me. So look around, scout around. There are some good ones coming up nowadays, and you will find quite a few of them.
Thank you so much, Didi. And like she mentioned, continue keeping your diet, maintaining that diet. And I'm also very happy to announce that she would be doing one webinar with us every month. So that she's agreed this month also because it's a PCOD awareness month. So we are doing a session with her on how to take care of PCOD, PCOS. In at the end of the month, we'll be doing that webinar with her from a naturopathy perspective as well. So you can join in and also share it around with the other women that are there, because there are many women nowadays who are facing this issue. So do share it around with your friends, with your family as well. And next week we are having another webinar, this time on making eco-friendly choices. Why even a something as simple as using an eco-friendly yoga mat is essential for you. What harm does the rubber mat does, the chemicals in their production, in the usage, and even in their disposal. So we have someone from an Indian company that's making really good products, and they will also tell us why they started making that and why we should switch to more eco-friendly options. So we'll see you all next week. Every Sunday we'll be having these webinars. And thank you so much, Dr. Surya, for coming. I was
Thank you so much, Pushpinda, for having me.
really happy
Thank you.
to have you here. And we will also be having teaching meditation and breath in our online meditation and breath workshop. So if any of you want to join us, you can join us. It's starting on the 17th, and you will also be able to watch this video on YouTube later on if you just need it for reference. So if you're not following, you can check out Fit and Calm Yogic Living on YouTube, and this will be there as a live webinar. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Lovely session. Thank you, Jay. Good day. Bye.